We're continuing to read from Unseen, Unpublished Black History. Great pictures in here, great stories, quick stories, so it's good. And today we're going to talk about Don King, the infamous Don King. Don King goes quiet. The boxing promoter Don King was never at a loss for words, presiding over press conferences the way a ringmaster presides over a circus. He fueled controversy and ticket sales, while putting together multi-million-dollar bouts for a stable of marquee heavyweights that he promoted, including Muhammad Ali, Joe Frazier, George Foreman, Larry Holmes, and Mike Tyson. But in this photo from June 7, 1979, which was taken by Marilyn K. Yee of the Times, on the very same day she captured Holmes sparring with the actor Danny Aiello and later chatting with the audience at the Helen Hayes Theater, King appears to have nary a thing to discuss, dressed in a gray suit, his trademark hairstyle, standing at attention. He leans quietly against the ropes in a corner of a small ring that was part of the set used to play Knockout, which starred Aiello. What's great about the picture is that it might be the only one ever taken of Don King with his mouth shut, Holmes said, laughing. Indeed, it was a rare subdued look for King, who by then had already orchestrated boxing's two most historic events, the Rumble in the Jungle and the Kinshasa Zaire in 1974, pitted Foreman, the undefeated heavyweight champion, against Ali, the former champion who was now challenging for the title, and the Thriller in Manila, the third and final match between Ali and Frazier in Cubao, Quezon, the Philippines, was fought in 1975. Oh, Cubao, Quezon. That must be how you say it. I might be butchering it. For the heavyweight champion of the championship of the world. Ali won both fights, beating Foreman by knockout just before the end of the 8th round to regain the heavyweight title, and Frazier the following year by technical knockout just before the start of the 15th round. In 2006, Forbes estimated that King had promoted some 600 title fights and generated a net worth $350 million over his storied career. Tyson had that much just by himself. In my book, Don King is the great promoter that in my book, Don King is the greatest promoter that ever lived, Holmes said. He brought big money into the game of boxing and set up so many must-see fights with all the big bangers he represented. King, now in his mid-80s, is a controversial figure who has been sued by a number of fighters. I had a few problems with him myself, said Holmes. But he added, no matter what anyone said about him, he was a promoter everyone wanted to do business with, because everyone knew he was going to get them the biggest payday. Vincent Malozzi. And King. And they often said King. King had done some prison time, and they often said that he was a crook and stole boxers' money, or didn't give them good deals, but King's defense was that he made more $1 million nigs than anyone else in American history. And I mean, he might be right about that. So yeah, I don't know what else to say after that. Mike Tyson was worth $300 million alone, maybe even 360. I remember we went to see the one-man show of Tyson with Tyson. Very good show, and I never cared for Mike Tyson much, but then, I mean, as a fighter, he was amazing. But when I saw that show, I really pulled for him as a person, and as a human being. I really started to like Mike. Did an excellent show, and then he put up on the screen the amount of money he had, and he looked back at it and he just shook his head, how much he lost, and you just felt for him, you know. But black men and black bodies, and hanger-ons, and you know Mike Tyson's not mentally um, completely sound. So a lot of people took advantage of him. And sad case is a real sad case. But he's still loved and beloved around the world. So, Don King, I don't even think people know who Don King is, young people. So it's weird. But that was it. I was reading from Unseen. I'll see you tomorrow with another portion. Until next time, remember to stay safe and stay sane. And it's a thought based life for us.